the border a dozen times.
What, my barnacles? Today we found on this channel. Wait, let me rewind it for you guys. They're arguing.
And not generalize about 11 million people as drug dealers and rapists.
He didn't say that.
When statistically, that's not the case.
He said some
you
are good
can't
people.
hang on every horrible anecdote.
I like the way you
can't hang on every anecdote and pretend that that's the general rule.
Although I have
you
been to
can't
the border,
campaign
I have
against
been to
the
the
whole
border
race of people.
a dozen times.
But I know, Sean, but that's not the issue.
It is
Trump
the
hasn't
issue.
been to the issue to the border a dozen times.
Listen, you can't. My view is you can't have open borders and a welfare state. I understand that. I get that. That's not what you say. We all know. Remember when Rick Perry took on the issue of the border down in Texas? I went down there. This was the meeting that he was supposed to have with Obama. I sat through a briefing with officials. Since 2008, 645,000 crimes. Wait a minute. Were committed against Texans by illegal immigrants. That is not a small, insignificant number. And what is Donald doing to Rick Perry right now? A guy, eviscerating him every day.
I agree.
I think Rick Perry is a great Rick Perry did a great job on the border. I disagree with Trump, but that's not the point here.
Isn't the point that there is a way to make a point? There is a way to take your issue.
Why does he have to do it your way?
Why does he have to do it Charlie's way?
They arguing.
Some certain civility, but certain manners. You can't be inaccurate. But you can't paint.
I gotta record this.
I would advise him.
Very stupid.
Listen, I love the guy,
Rick
man.
Perry. Rick Perry's great. He's a great guy. Donald Trump did a great job. Donald Trump says he's stupid.
Okay, I disagree with Donald Trump.
Listen, I like Donald a lot. I love him as a businessman. The perseverance of this guy, who is dead.
And he's a great family.
And he's a good family. I mean, this guy is a great businessman. But we have to judge him as journalists, as you would judge anybody. And you got to give him a journalist.
Be a fair
talk show host.
You're also a loyal friend, and so am I. But I tell my loyal friend, you could accomplish the same result. You can keep all of those anti-illegal immigration voters.
Right.
You can keep all of the the voters, the military, the veterans. Keep them all, but you say things in a way that is grotesquely
what would you give?
Impolite.
A, B, C, D. I think he's been accurate on immigration. I agree with him. I think he's been accurate on the horrible treatment of veterans. I agree with him. I would say the one unforced error was the McCain issue, and I think it was a great contrast this week when he went after Lindsey Graham and gave out the phone number. Inaccurate when he attacks Texas governor, when he attacks Perry. Okay, I disagree with him about it. He's not stupid. I mean, he's did a.
My Kappa game.
Let me
I would go for better.
And Charlie and I have a different question. You would prefer a Republican to win than a Democrat, I assume. You would prefer a Republican to win than
I'll tell you what I'm looking for, and I bet this is not our first rodeo overall, though. And what I'm looking for is the most conservative candidate, because conservatism works. I mean, the country needs it.
Isn't it fair to say that any one of the 16 is more conservative than Hillary Clinton?
Yes.
All right. So you want one of the 16
Okay,
to
folks.
over Senator
This is all we got. No,
then
never
don't you
mind.
think that what Trump is
Never
doing
mind.
is damaging, tarnishing the brand? Remember the Romney circular and then when he finally emerged from it, he had like his arm was hanging off. His
All right. You know what time it is right now? It's 10:21. Y'all can go check out the channel by itself. If you have AT&T, the channel is 210. Yeah, we gotta go fast forward. There you go.
Accountable. I am holding him accountable. He's not a conservative.
So yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.
He's good overall for the process. Because Republicans in Washington, not Republican governors, I think they've done a really good job. Republicans in Washington are weak and timid, and they don't get the job done. They didn't defund Obamacare, which is their constitutional authority. They didn't stop executive amnesty. They promised they would. They didn't do it. They ended up funding it. And Donald Trump has tapped into this vein of distrust and frustration. I feel here's the problem. When you don't, and it's a real problem, when conservatives and Republicans in Congress don't do those things, you open the door for demagoguery.
Okay, time to end this video. So you enjoy this video, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This will be my room.
And there we go.